All right, today we're baking brownies, and pay attention because we're going to go quick. Here we go. Ingredients are as follows. 1 cup of unsalted butter, melt and hot. It is about a stick. 1 cup of granulated sugar. 2 large eggs. 2 tablespoons of water, that's a tablespoon, 2 of those. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. 1/2 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. I prefer Hershey's, that's all they had at the store. 2/3 cup of powdered sugar. 3/4 cup of flour. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1 cup of chocolate chips. Let's get it. 1/2 cup of melted butter. Still hot from the microwave, into the bowl. 1 cup sugar, granulated, in the bowl. We're going to whisk that just until it's combined, and then we're going to let it sit for 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, it's looking like applesauce. What we're going to do is we're going to whisk it again for about 30 seconds until it's glossy. I'll come back when that's done. Next, we're going to add the 2 eggs. 1 is in, and 2. Next, we are going to add the water, 2 tablespoons of it. So here's 1 and 2. Next, the vanilla. We need 2 teaspoons of it. Here's 1. Here's 2. Next, we're going to whisk that. Whisk it for the biscuit. We're going to whisk it all together until it is combined, like so. And now we're going to add in the cocoa powder, the powdered sugar, the flour, and the salt. So let's do that. First, the cocoa powder. 2/3 of the cocoa powder. Here's 1/3. Here's the other third. Next, powdered sugar. 2/3 cup powdered sugar. Here's 1/3 and 2/3. Next, flour. 3/4 cup flour. 1/4. 2/4. 3/4. And finally, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And we are going to stir that until it is thick and glossy. I grabbed my handy dandy spatula, and we just want to stir that all together till, like I said, it's thick and glossy. We want to grab the stuff on the sides as well. Get all of that, and the bottom. Get all of that looking as crisp and clean as possible. Like that. Beautiful. Next, we are going to fold in that cup of chocolate chips. Cup of chocolate chips. And we're just going to stir that in nice and gently. Or fold it in, as they say. Beautiful. Next, oven. 350. You can put it in a pan or muffin liners. I'm doing muffin liners. Don't mind how funky it looks. Just scoop it on in there. If you do liners, it's probably going to get a little messy. Just clean it up before you put it in. If you're doing a pan, the time for the oven, and I believe it was 8x8 is like 18 to 23 minutes, and 9x9 is 23 to 30 minutes. The liners, I'm going to test out the time right now because I don't remember what I did last time. So we're going to check it at about 18 minutes. And we'll do the toothpick test. And in you go. And we will see you in about 18 minutes to test. Also, I did mess up the times for the pans. So an 8x8 is about 28 to 33 minutes. And 9x9 is 18 to 23 minutes. This is probably going to come out to be about 25 minutes with the muffin liners. All right, let's try this again. It has been in there for about 25 minutes and it came out clean, so we are good to go. 25 minutes in the oven with the liners. Now let them sit for about 5 minutes before transferring them to a cooling rack. And then, once they're fully cooled, you can serve. And look how yummy they look with the crispy top. Beautiful. Thanks for watching. Thanks again. Handles for my Instagram and my YouTube are in my bio, but feel free to follow me on here too. Thanks, guys.